going to start our basically last second lecture and last lecture we will be completing today itself. So first part that we are going to cover is like this what is Capstone project and data analytics case study. Basically, today we will be seeing that what you have to do as the final project and what should your project include. So we have combined Saturdays and Sundays lecture in today's session only due to some unforeseen circumstances. So let's start. So the learning objectives of today's session will be as follows, like we will apply Python, Pandas, NumPy, and visualization skills on a full data set. Okay. So today we will be seeing like basically what are the things which you have learned so far in this internship program, and how you have to prepare your final project that you have to submit as to mark your internship complete. Once you submit that project, then the certificates will be issued to you regarding the completion of data analytics internship program of 48 hours. So what things that you have to do in your final project that you need to submit, we will be seeing that. We will see that how to frame a clear analytical problem statement, perform structured data understanding, conduct data quality checks, build a logical EDA workflow, and identify insights that lead to meaningful conclusions. So as you can see, many of the things that we will be going to discuss, you have gone through all of them in the earlier sessions. So how you have to apply them in a structured way, we will be going to see that. Earlier we have done in parts, like in one part we are studying what is Python, in next part what is NumPy, then we studied about what is Pandas. Similarly, we studied different topics earlier. Now you have to basically prepare a project by keeping all those steps in mind and then performing an end-to-end data analytics on a particular set of data that you will be using. So this is not just coding, this is analytical thinking. We will not be focusing on coding part. We will be focusing on how you have to think as a data analyst. So first let's understand what a capstone problem or capstone project is basically. So a capstone project is a multi-step end-to-end real-world style analysis. Okay. So like I said earlier, you have followed steps. You have learned the parts in different sessions, but you need to combine all those steps together in order to form end-to-end analysis on a data set that you will be using on your own. Okay, so what things that you need to take care in preparing this final project that you will be submitting, we will see that. So capstone project is that process only in which you basically follows multiple steps or multiple ways to basically start a problem and then to reach the conclusion of that particular problem. And at the end, you have to tell what are the insights or what are the things that you have derived from that particular data set as your analysis part. So it demonstrates your ability to define a problem. So what it makes you understand is that whether you are able to understand the problem. Once you understand the problem, then only you are able to define that particular problem. Okay. So this is the very main part. If you understood the problem in a different way that it is not supposed to be, like the problem is telling you to go to east, but you are going to west, then it is basically a very means not a fruitful result that you should be expecting at the end. Okay, it happens a lot during the exams also. Like if you read a question in a question paper wrongly, then you will write the answer to that particular question also incorrectly, and at the end what happened is that you will not score any marks or you are not able to perform to the fullest according to your capabilities. So understanding a problem is a very crucial and very first step during anything that you want to do. Whether you are writing answers in the exams, whether you are doing data analysis, or even in real life problem, like there is some ingredients in your kitchen that are basically finished or that are not available in your kitchen, and you need to understand, okay, these are the things that I will be requiring in order to make that particular dish. So understanding a problem and deriving the things what you might require or what the end results might look like is a very first step during any process. So it demonstrates your ability to define a problem, how well you are able to understand and define that particular problem. After you have understood the problem, you need to clean and prepare the data. Okay. Like in the kitchen, now you understood, okay, these will be the ingredients that I will be requiring. If they are available with me, I will use them. If they are not, I will order them through Blinkit or another thing. Then after that, you need to clean those ingredients in order to prepare that particular dish. Similar thing happens in data analytics also. You need to clean and prepare the data for your analytic part. Okay. After it is done, then you have to derive the insights from the data. And insights can be of any types, like they can be trends, they can be relationship between the two categories or two columns or between the years. You can predict the customer behavior. Okay, these might be the factors that are basically helping the surge in the demand of the customers. But now these factors are over, so they might not help in your product marketing strategy. Then you have to think about another strategies. So then you have to analyze trends and relationships. After you have derived the insights and relationship, then the very last and the crucial step, it is as important as the first step only. You need to communicate your insights clearly. What if you have done, suppose you are solving a maths problem and you are able to solve that problem very efficiently and easily. Now there is a friend of yours and he or she might want you to explain the solution to him or her. Okay. Okay, tell me what you have done to get this answer at the end, but you are not able to communicate the solution to them. Then it is of no use. If someone, if the one who might be using your end results and you are not able to explain all those insights very clearly and thoroughly to that particular person or the management, then it is like the situation earlier only. Like they were not having any uh, insights or what the data is saying earlier. You simply give them the charts and the visualizations, and you haven't attached or explained them any explanation what this chart might be conveying to them. So it is like throwing a stone in the dark only. Okay. Like you don't know in which direction the stone is going. You have the stone with you, you have the solution with you, but you are not able to place it in a right direction. Okay. So similar thing happens in real life also. So you need to improve your communication skills also in order to deliver the insights, recommendations, or the results generated as a part of the data analytics on a particular set of data to the higher management. So these things you need to remember in your daily life, in your real life, when you will be interacting with real world data and real customers and real people. Okay. So your goal is not just to analyze the data, it is to tell a story using the data. Remember this line. Okay. So storytelling is a very crucial part. The way how you sell your product matters a lot than the way how you make your product. Okay. The market, the good your communication skills are, the more the people will get influenced by you. If you are lacking in that particular area, then nobody will be willing to buy that particular product from you if you are selling it. because you are not able to convey its results, its benefits, or the things that it might deliver to the customer very clear. And in a situation where a customer or a management or any other person feels slightly confused, okay, I am having a doubt here, it might be fishy. And someone is selling the same product beside you, although the quality of that particular product is very, very low, they will be inclined to buy that person's product because they are getting a more assurity from that person. So how you tell the results to the management or the customer who has ordered you to do the insights on that particular data, the more you tell them in a story way, the more fruitful those results will be. Okay. So example case study domains like the data sets in which you might be using retail sales data, as it says, like it contains how much the product is selling, in how much year they sell, how many quantities of product, how much profit they have earned. So many columns will be contained in that. Then you have student performance analysis like marks, grade, year, study hours, something like that. They will be available online. There is a site called Kaggle, Kaggle. You can download free data sets from there after signing in order to perform data analysis on particular data sets. So e-commerce orders, these might be the data sets, healthcare metrics, banking transactions, etc. So data set overview. Before analysis begins, understand the data set structure. Okay. Whenever you are going to buy a car, it is not like that you went to a showroom, paid the money, and brought the car at home. What you do before buying a car, you do a little bit of research around that particular car. Okay, how much is the mileage this car is giving? What are the features in the base model, in the medium model, or in the top model? Okay, you analyze all those features thoroughly. How much powerful its engine is. Okay, how much is the how is the build quality of this particular car. Okay, like this car is 4 star, 5 star in safety ratings. How much airbags it contains, 2 or 6, it depends. So you do all the type of research around anything that you buy, even a car, even you are buying a smartphone, or even buying a laptop. You do a little bit of research. After that, you come to a decision. Okay, these will be the things that I will be requiring. If I will be buying base model, I can buy it directly through uh, paying all the money upfront. But if I want to buy a top model, then I might need to arrange 4 lakh rupees that I might need to give in EMIs. So some kind of planning you require before doing any process. Similar thing is with the data. Whenever the data arrives with you, first thing is that you define the problem and then understand the data, what data might be saying. You have to understood the structure of that particular data. If you understood the structure of that particular data, and earlier you have understood, okay, this is the problem, then you know, okay, this is my problem, and these are the tools that are available with me. Like these are the columns in the data. The problem is saying, tell me why my profit is decreasing. I'm just giving you a simple example. So you might need to know, okay, what are the sales during the year-wise sales? What were the factors affecting that sale? And how much is the product that you were getting? Oh, profit you were getting earlier. After you analyzed all those things, okay, these columns are available. Suppose there is a column that is not available with me, but there are two columns which can help you derive that third column, like total sales. You have two products sold. You have the quantity of price of one product. but you don't know what is the total cost of that two products. So you can do column multiplication, like two into per price, then you will get the price of two. So there might be some column that you need to derive, but you are able to get that only after you understood the data. Okay, these are the things that my data set contains, and these are the things that I might require. Out of five, four columns are present in my data set. About the fifth, I have to think how I will get it. It depends on your thinking. Okay. At first, it feels difficult, but after some time, when you do lots of practice, only as soon as your eyes are basically sees the data, you are able to understand. Okay, this is the thing that I want to do. So key things that you need to check in your data set: number of rows and number of columns, very common. Data types using df.info, numeric, categorical, datetime, object. Okay. Then you have to see how many missing values are there, how many duplicate records are there, target variable if applicable, feature descriptions. Okay. Then you have to like sample call, these line are overlapping here. So it basically says sample columns might include understanding the dataset prevents wrong conclusions. This is basically not for you. Like I told you earlier, if the problem is saying to go to east and you are going to west, then it is of no use. So similar thing, when you understand the data and you understand the data set, then if you are deviating from your original path, as soon as you understood the data set, you will come back from west to east. Okay, no, I was going in the wrong direction. I have to go in the east direction. So sample columns that our data set might include like date, product category, sales amount, quantity, customer type, region. We have seen all those during the earlier sessions when we do coding on VS Code. So these are the basically journal type of columns that your data set might be having. So there will be a structured workflow to ensure accuracy, like there are a step-by-step process. You have gone through all those things, but we are aggregating all those smaller parts that you have gone through into one part, so that you can prepare your final project. And you should remember what things you might to include during your data analysis. So step-by-step process, like you have to load the data set as we have done earlier, like read CSV, load data set that is present with you. Then inspect the structure and data types using all the functions that we have told you earlier, like df.info, df.describe, etc. Then you have to check for missing values. If missing values are present, you have to clean those. After missing values part, you have to check for duplicate values. If duplicate values are present, you have to clean those things. Why you need to clean those things? We have explained you, because these will basically interfere with the accuracy of your results. So in order to get the accurate results, we have to deal with these problems, and they are very common in every data set, whichever you find online. Okay, so you have to do the cleaning whenever you went to a new house, or you went to a new room, or after vacation you comes to your house. You have to clean the dirt at your house so that you can live peacefully. Similar thing is with the data. You have to clear the dirt of the data in order to have the holistic view of that data set. Then you have to apply transformation. Different transformation techniques were there. Perform univariate analysis and bivariate analysis. Okay. Visualize patterns and document insights. These will be the steps that you will be following. Just give me a sec. So this is the step-by-step process that you need to follow during your data analysis part. So analytics is a process, not a single step. Okay. So like you are going through a process. You are going through a particular path, not a single step. So analytics is a process, not a single step. So data cleaning strategy, we are seeing that, okay, you need to clean the data first. First, you have to define the problem, understood the problem, then you have to understood the data, then you have to clean the data before analysis. If you didn't clean the data, you will get the wrong results. So common cleaning steps we have discussed in earlier slide also, you have to remove very, very common like missing values and duplicate values from your data set. So handling missing values, either you can drop the missing values or you can fill the missing values with mean, median, and mode with the average, basically, if you are using. Convert incorrect data types, like suppose there is a column for how much profit you are getting, but it is in string format. It is in string data type, basically. So you need to convert it to a number so that you can perform mathematical calculations on that particular column. So your column might be having different data types. That's why we told you to see the data set first, see its structure, then come up with the cleaning strategies that you might need to do these things on that particular data set. After that, convert the incorrect data types, parse dates properly. Remember this. It is a very common problem during the this data analysis. Detect and handle outliers and normalize or scale features if required. We have learned about scaling earlier also, because we need to scale down the features in order to basically so that one column is not dominating the other column or one value is not dominating the other value, so that our model's biasness will get reduced or reduced to zero approximately. Okay, so that our model will at the end will not generate any biased results. That's why scaling is required. So your goal is to make the data set reliable and analysis ready. Okay, once your data set is ready for the analysis, then you are good to go for the further steps. After you have the clean data with you, then you have to do the EDA. EDA is basically laboratory data analysis. We have heard about this term a lot in our earlier sessions also. So EDA helps us to understand the patterns, identify the trends, detect anomalies, and generate hypotheses. Okay, and we usually done it through uh, like plotting graphs and etc. So we can see, okay, this is the line earlier, then suddenly we can see the downfall, then the sudden increase, etc. These type of things. So EDA is basically the core part after the cleaning, which helps you derive the insights from your data. Before EDA, you are basically understanding, defining, and cleaning. You were not analyzing anything. After the cleaning is done, then the analysis part comes. Okay. And in that, you have to understand the patterns, trends, anomalies. Anomalies basically unexpected behavior in the data or the sudden changes in the data that were not expected earlier. And then you have to generate your hypothesis. What this data is saying. You have to basically convert those numerical values into a English text so that anyone can read it and understand it. Okay, this is my hypothesis. The sudden decrease in the product demand is due to these factors. You put up your hypothesis to other management people or other team, then they will verify, cross verify according to the market trend and analysis. Then It's their responsibility. So key activities in the EDA are summary statics using describe, distribution analysis using histograms, trend analysis using line charts, category comparison using bar charts, correlation analysis, segmentation like region wise, category wise, year wise, okay, district wise, country wise, identify top or bottom performance. It's a very common in data analysis. Okay, what are my top 10 performer top 10 products, or what are my bottom 10 products? If some products are not performing very well, they are continuously coming at the bottom, so we can stop the production of those particular products. The same thing that Apple does. Whenever it launches a new iPhone, the production of older one gets stopped. Okay, so because they know, okay, the demand in the older versions of Apple will gradually decrease, and the demand in the newer versions of Apple will gradually increase. So it's all a marketing strategy, and it's all part of data analysis. EDA converts raw data into understanding. Now, the raw data that you are not able to understand earlier, that was present everywhere, now it has come up in a structured format that is easy to understand, easy to interpret, and easy to tell what it might needs to convey to the user. Okay. Then comes up the visualization plan. You have understood by plotting certain graphs on your own. But now visualization, what it does is transform the numbers into insights. Like sale trends for line chart, similar thing that we have seen here. EDA is basically part of visualization. Visualization is part of EDA. Distribution, histograms, box plot, correlation, heat map, customer comparison, count plot. Now, as you can see in this image, you have to put sometimes these charts as it is shown here in your document, in your PPT, because you will not show the code to the customer or the higher management. You will only show the visualizations that you have come up by analyzing the data. You will prepare a report, prepare a document in which you put the charts and all the line charts, flows, and then you will write some explanation below, like, okay, this chart is saying this. It will be presented on a projector, and then you will convey, okay, as you can see here, the lines are going up, lines are going down. In this particular year, we are having sales approximately this much, but due to the corona, as soon as corona struck, our sales get reduced because people were not going outside to buy the things. So we might need to focus our strategy to supply these things to the doorsteps of the people only, in case in future if some type of tragedy like corona arise, we are able to tackle that without having a decrease in our sales. So all these insights will be derived you only. It depends on you how you are thinking. How you are thinking, how you are analyzing the visualization, and how are you representing those visualization and conveying the results to your basically upper team or your upper management derives the ways or further decisions that the business or organization might be taking. So outcome is equal to clear visualization insights that support business decisions. Okay. The clear your visualizations are, the clear your understanding is, the accurate are the business decisions that the organization will be going to take. Now, in today's era, as you can see, AI bubble is basically booming. Everybody is worried that AI is doing this, AI is doing this. So there are some data analytics sitting, comparing all those trends with the past, future. Okay, AI might be overtaking this in the future. Those decisions, those insights are being provided to the higher management, and then that management is coming up with the counter strategies to that AI bubble. Okay, so this is how data analytics usually works. So for session 39, we are not going to basically end this session after this particular PPT. We will be going through tomorrow's session today only. That is session 40. That is the last session of your internship program. Okay. So that we will be continuing in this lecture only. So for this session 39, what you have to do, you have to prepare two separate assignments for session 39 separate and session 40 separate. Please don't combine those two assignments together. So for session 39, what you have to do is that you have to load the data set, inspect the structure and the summary, identify missing values and duplicates, clean the data set properly, and perform EDA, univariate analysis and bivariate analysis. Univariate, basically, you are performing analysis on one particular column only without using any other column like average or other things. Bivariate means you are using two columns together, like for suppose for a student, like there is a column having study hours, how many hours a student studied, and there is another column containing how many hours a student gets. So you can see, okay, is study hours affecting the marks of the students or not? That is bivariate analysis. Create at least 5 visual insights. Okay. Then deliver tables that you have to put on this Google form. Basically, Jupyter notebook code that you have written, clean dataset, short PDF summary explaining the findings. In that PDF, you can attach the visual insights that you have generated from the code. You can take the screenshot of them. You can paste it in the PDF and write something about what this visualization is conveying. Okay. So this is for this lecture. Now we will